It's been almost 10 months since I last uploaded a video right here on this channel, and I've been documenting my journey on YouTube since high school. Instead of making those typical YouTube style videos where I sit down and explain where I've been for the past 10 months, I think it's better to just show you. Because the last video I made was about my college dorm tour, and this is a series I've been doing where I've been showing where I've been living throughout my university experience. But since then, we've done a lot of things, and I'm proud to say that I've graduated from university. I completed my honors of medical science degree at a very strong university, and since then I've really just been working and figuring out the next phase of my life. So yeah, university was a great time. I mean, it had its ups and it definitely had its downs, but ultimately I'm extremely grateful for the memories and lessons that I've learned throughout the way. And don't worry, I'll be sharing these lessons with you throughout these videos. But if you're still in school, I noticed that there's this typical cycle that really occurs for a lot of students. The way this cycle goes is usually in years 1 to 2, you start off with nervous, you're timid, you're really just trying to figure out the school system and find yourself throughout the way. And by the time you get to year 3, you've learned from your past mistakes that you said you would never do again, and then you slowly start to build some more confidence and swagger about yourself. And then by the time you get to year 4, now this is where you have some of your breakthroughs, you have full confidence, and you really feel like you know how to approach it and figure out the whole system. And then you finish at school, and then you have to reiterate yourself and figure it out all again. And no matter what stage you're at, I truly believe that this is the fun part, because it's where you're learning from your past mistakes and experiences, and you're really reinventing yourself throughout the process.
My bed and straight to the digits. No cup of jokers, this is acidic. So I take a shot with the lemon and ginger. Look in the mirror like, yeah, I'm that. Look in the mirror like, I'm fitted. Looking outside like the world is all mine. Look in the mirror like, go get it. I gotta get to the scene, oh. I gotta get to the bag now. I can't be chasing on these. They getting, they feeling and dragged down. That's why they just crash out. Stuck in the cell and it's man down. Life getting gone in a flash now. Fitting in, I'ma stand out. I done seen these crash out. They some baby boys, I'm the man now. They was questioning, make them fans now. I'm the best in my league and that's hands down. Understand now, got plans now, got big dreams. Now that, got big schemes since 16s, hot 16s. I started broke, then I fixed things. I been king, I been him. My bad, my whip clean. I been hot, that's benzene. You been not, that's cold stream. That's cold things, that's cold things. I'm motivated like Kobe. These don't know me, it's my time, check I rise and I wake and I gotta go get it. I'm making my bed and it's straight to the digits. No cup of jokers, this is acidic. So I take a shot with the lemon and ginger. Look in the mirror like, yeah, I'm that. Look in the mirror like, damn it, I'm fitted. Looking outside like the world is all mine. Look in the mirror like, go get it. I gotta get to the scene, oh. I gotta get to the bag now. I can't be chasing on these.
All right, so the big question that I keep getting when I run into people from past jobs or past experiences, like what's next? And in the past, I used to hate that question because I used to think I needed this perfect 10-step plan that I had to like explain to them and then try to make them feel impressed by this plan. But in the end, I've realized a couple things. Number one, people are asking for a variety of reasons. Some people are asking because they're genuinely curious. Some people are asking because they want to compare themselves to you. Some people are asking because they're a little jealous, and others are asking because they really want you to do well. And if I spend my time figuring out why people are asking these questions, I think I would go quite insane. So instead, what I decided to do, and what this channel has always been based on, is really just being authentic. So I'm navigating it, like I'm literally figuring out the next stages of my life as we speak. And on top of that, I'm going to be documenting that entire process like I've always done on this channel. So I'm excited to bring you along with me. What an exciting time to be alive. You see, what I've realized in life is really about perspective. I mean, I could give you two people doing the same exact job, but they could have completely different outlooks on their job just based off their perspective. And if you don't believe me, just talk to enough people at your work or school environment. You're gonna realize that there's some people there who are loving what they're doing and there's others that are hating it, and they might be doing the exact same thing. And my challenge for you in this video is to change your perspective. You might be at a job that you don't really like, or school classes aren't going as well as you had hoped. And instead of complaining about these experiences, I want you to think, what am I learning from these experiences? What are the lessons that I'm gaining from being in this position? And that will be a helpful way to start changing your perspective. And to be honest, I always knew that having a strong perspective was important. But my perspective on this topic completely changed once I had a conversation with John. So John is somebody who I consider very successful. I mean, he's a doctor, and aside from him just being a doctor, he has done a lot of things throughout his life that, you know, most people couldn't even manage. And I was having a conversation with John, sort of just telling him some of the stuff I was going through, and he explained to me that in life there are roses and there are thorns. And roses are like the positive things that we have in our life, and thorns are like the difficult things. We have both of them. But he told me that he was treating a patient who had severe back issues, so bad that he told the patient that if she didn't correct her back issues, she was likely to have long-term back complications. So because of this patient obviously didn't want to have these issues, so she started to really take care of her posture and her back structure really thoroughly. And what was so interesting about this story is that her thorn, which was her back at the time, end up becoming her rose, because now she learned to have good back posture. She learned how important it was, and it really transformed her life. And John told me that the same thing applies to all of our situations throughout life. You might have thorns today that you're dealing with, but instead of looking at them as thorns, look at what can you learn from these experiences. Like, what are these experiences teaching you? When you can have that perspective, it's going to really drive you forward and really allow you to have a better outlook on your own life. And that is it for the video. If you did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It feels good to create some content for all of you. And remember to always believe that you will achieve. My name is Miles, and I'm signing off.